What?
And straight up praise is a nasty ass game of tongue wrestling between minors. Again,
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, man. First off, I want to show 8-bit closed fist take on this, because I have not watched this now, but I have a feeling that we have a very similar take on it. But to catch you guys up to speed, Mixtape came out, I think, 2 days ago at this point, and it is getting crazy good reviews. Like it is getting insanely good reviews by not just by the critics, right? But like look at the Steam. Look at the very positive. It was, I think, a higher rate, but people are starting to review bomb it. But it's got a very positive on Steam, which is not where journals are. It has a high rating on Steam, and then on Metacritic, it also has Xbox Gamepad officially drops 10 out of 10 Game of Year contender. Unexpectedly Years of the Year music games, acclaimed new PS5 venture game out today. Like it's getting 4.9 out of 5 on PlayStation, obviously 10 out of 10 on IGN, 9 out of 10 on Steam. If you look at this Metacritic, it is getting really good reviews. It is getting really good reviews. It's an 85, really good reviews. Now, this, a 7 out of 10 is still good, but a lot of what's happening recently are people are review bombing. Like they're like, if we look at just the negative reviews, and you will see the kind of stuff they're saying, this is not a video game, prove me wrong, video games from the West are all dead. Hello, everyone. I would say that this game has a lack of actual gameplay and difficulty. Adjectives I would describe as essential to what a game is. This is not a game. It's really not a game. It's inside the 4-hour cartoon. Not a game. Isn't a game. The biggest problem with the game was value proposition. It's not justified the price when the experience was so short. Would have been nice if they added different stories and perspective. Feel like it has some potential causes. The music was great, but music isn't a game. You want nostalgia, download songs or Spotify. Like all these complaints are just, it's not a game. As a millennial who loves the kind of music on the soundtrack and has joined unprinted games in the past, the game should have been made for me, but it's so poorly written derivative that I feel is overtly cynical. The story is dull, the characters are cliched, and the game itself offers no challenge or fun. These are not good reviews. This is not a game. All these are not a game, right? And look at this. I don't know who directed this game, but that one scene with the tongue was just too much. So for that one scene, this game was a 0. A 0. A 1, a 0, a 0, a 0, a 1, a 0, 0, 0. Like you have seen, you knew this is gonna happen, right? Review bomb because they're babies who can't fucking handle a game that's not for them. So now I want to go to I am 8-bit or 8-bit close fist video, and then I will do my own take on this.
Mixtape and the delusion of relatability. I've been playing this game and I've been liking it a lot, but there's an issue, kind of, because me and a few other people I've seen said that they can't fully relate to this game, but despite that feeling, a lot of us are still having a great time. And I think I know why, because although
I agree,
by
the way,
don't have the same culture or experience as the kids in the game, what we do have is familiarity with that experience, because all of the references, aesthetic, culture that they're talking about in the game, I'm well aware of. I know about the skateboarders who listen to Depeche Mode and rock out slightly rebellious teenage moments and all that. Why? Because I've seen it constantly in media as I grew up myself, almost to the point where I can relate to the nostalgic feeling that they feel about actually living it with me just watching it. I don't see myself in those characters. I can't really relate directly to their experiences. And truthfully, that's most of the case with a lot of media, at least growing up. But I also think that's why me and a lot of other people have developed the ability to enjoy something that doesn't directly represent us. I can still very much enjoy it. And this was a healthy reminder that we all can. It's just an ability that some people have and others don't, possibly because they never had to earn that ability. They didn't go through the trials of tribulations of never really seeing themselves represented to have to deal with. So when they don't, at their big age, they're absolutely lost. They don't know how to handle it. But those are my thoughts. What do you think? Make sure you follow for more videos.
So yeah, I mean, I have pretty similar thoughts, but I diverge a bit here. But yes, I also have been playing Mixtape. I was playing it for a couple hours this morning, and I really want to echo the sentiment of this is not something I relate to on a personal level. That was not my experience growing up through the 90s, right? Granted, I wasn't like a teenager in the 90s, but I was alive during that time. That wasn't my experience. That wasn't my hometown. That wasn't my friend group. That wasn't the hobbies and activities that I participated in. But like he pointed out, because of the pop culture, because of the culture we grew up in, whether you're like American or from like, you know, like Canada, like Mexico, like in this part of the world, there's enough there that you have seen through media that you can relate to it. Like you've probably seen a John Hughes film, or you have seen things influenced by that. Like maybe you haven't seen Breakfast Club, maybe you've seen, you know, like episodes of Psych. Maybe you've seen 16 Candles. Maybe you've seen Ferris Bueller, right? So you can pick up on those things and be like, oh yeah, this is relating to me because when I grew up, I was watching media like that. And like he also mentioned, there are a large contingent of people who have never developed the ability to relate to things that aren't from their own background, right? They've just never had to do that. They've always been the main focus. So like their complaint, not his, but their complaint for Mixtape isn't coming from an area of, I can't relate to this, right? It's coming from a point of, I don't want this to exist because it's a game from the West. That was my take on this. This game, because people like it, because both gamers and critics like it, there must be something wrong with it because games from the West can't be popular, right? They can't be popular. Only games from the East can have this kind of motion. And every argument they have for games like Mixtape fails, right? First off, this wasn't some sort of like industry plant. This game had very little, if any, promotion. I remember seeing it like a couple of years ago, and that's it. I think it was like this game and like Lost Records Bloom and Rage. I think I got them kind of confused because they look very similar, and they came out a year apart. This game just dropped. People are like, oh, it's just actually fire. It's gas. I love it. And yeah, I do think, if being critical, I do think a lot of the people who are reviewing it do come from that background. Gaming is still very much an activity that a lot of suburban white people had access to, right? So when you see, and in media, so when you see that being like, you know, represented, you might feel closer to like, oh my God, this is me. This is me when I was a kid. I remember these days. I remember these feelings, right? And you do get to TP someone's house in this game, by the way. I just got to that part, actually. But all that to say, there are still complaints you can have for this game. One thing I've seen a lot is people in general kind of being tired of like the coming of age games being set in like the 90s or the 80s, which I totally get because it's 2026 and we almost never have games that deal with the coming of age in a more contemporary setting. We don't see games where it's like, it's besides like, Jesus Christ, Life is Strange. You don't really get that same vibe from games coming out nowadays in that genre. And in media in general too, it's always like, it's Stranger Things. It's Paradise Arcade. It's harkening back to nostalgia. Class of 08, that does not count. But like, these games are very much made for people who are ostensibly in their 30s. Fun fact, the average gamer is 36 years old, but it's ostensibly made for people in their like 30s. But we're not getting really coming of age stories of people who grew up in the early 2000s, who grew up in the 2010s. I grew up in the 2000s. I was 10 years old, right? But like, I understand that argument, and that's more of a broader look at the current trend, which I respect. But the people who were obsessed with this game in the negative way are trying to give it the same smear they give any game that comes out from the West, right? any game that comes out that's literally not from an Asian developer, they are smearing it the same way no matter what. Different genres, they don't care. They love Slay the Spire. Oh, but I needed attached to it. Now it's fucking terrible. Oh, this game that I never heard of, Aphelion. Oh my god, the woke game developers, they flopped. Oh my god, Mixtape, a game everyone just unanimously seems to really enjoy. No, you guys can't like it. You can't like it because it's woke or something. I don't know. It's this conversation that drives me insane. It's the same conversation every time, nonstop. Let's look, Gene. It's a beautiful Saturday out, and these losers are spending it spamming people who like a video game. Truly pathetic. I've been outside with friends during my weekend. Look at this shit. You can't even look at this. This person is small, I know, but this person kept spamming just shit about the game. Just nonstop. Nonstop. And Gene ain't wrong, of course. He ain't wrong here. Trying to beat Mixtape, like Twitter said, I'm not touching any buttons, let the game play for itself. Hilarious. I love that so much. But so many people are obsessed. They are obsessed with hating on this game and games like it. That's it. And I've seen people having actual like opinions like, hey, you guys all just made up a fake game in your head to get mad about. This game is really good and nothing like how people out here described it. Facts. That's true. Finished Mixtape. Honestly, I really liked it. It's gorgeous. Game is gorgeous. Set pieces are awesome. Story is really good. I understand the criticism for the game because there's barely any gameplay, but if you go into it just to vibe out, then you'll love it because it's basically going through like a movie. So yeah. That's why I like this take from Ned when he's like, objectively terrible video games, no fail. Oh, that was another thing. People were mad that there's no fail states in this game, right? They're trying to say this game is bad because you can't fail. They're wrong. You can fail. The game just rewinds. If you miss the turn you're not supposed to take, it rewinds. Because it's telling a story. It's a narrative, right? This would be the equivalent of if someone said, fucking, yeah, Journey sucks because you can't die in it. Because you only play video games that you can die. Like Animal Crossing sucks because you can't fucking fight somebody. Like that to me, that's the same level of criticism we're seeing here, where they're so mad that people like a game that they have to find something to be upset about. Just straight up. Like, look at these complaints. There's too much whimsy in this game. It sickens me. Why are they clapping? Only one of them is wearing headphones. Like this is what they're talking about. Why are they clapping? Only one is wearing headphones. How miserable, how fucking miserable do you have to be to look at a game and be like, why is there so much joy and happiness here? Why is this happening? Only one person has headphones on. Why is everyone clapping? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Why are we mad at people having whimsy? People should be whimsy maxing. Mixtape has the right to exist in the medium of video games, true. However, I think that what this game also represents is the vast disconnect between gamers themselves and gaming journalists who review video games. And I said, or maybe people just like a game, man. That is at the core of this for me. These people have become so goddamn wrapped up in this cultural war that is a one-sided affair, mind you, that at this point, they just do not like video games. And I cannot stress this enough. They do not like video games. There is no reason a game like Mixtape should be at the center of any controversy. How did gaming journalists get dragged into this? I'm telling you, gaming journalists are always dragged into this no matter what, because that is their forever enemy. They can't make points unless they're able to say IGN sucks. They can't talk about a game unless they can shit on a games journalist. Even though games journalists and the people who played the game are enjoying it, it's wrong. They can't. It's bad. This is indicative of a disconnect. The only disconnect here is from you losers to reality. Y'all don't like video games, and you've become so miserable, so content focused that you have no joy. Your dopamine, your serotonin is in the negatives. You cannot experience joy. You do not remember what that's like. You see other people being excited, and you're literally doing the stop having fun. I don't like this. You are not allowed to enjoy something I don't like. And these are the very same people, not 3 days ago, who were talking about like, oh, like why are you guys so focused on these reviewers, right? Look at these reviewers, like with the whole pragmata shit. That was the biggest thing that, oh my God, you guys are anti-natalists. You guys don't want to have children. You're gross. You're this, you're that. Because they had critiques of the game. Now people are enjoying the game and it's like, no, you shouldn't enjoy it. Don't enjoy it. That's bad, enjoying it actually. And why? Because these people tie their political ideologies to every piece of media they ingest. That's it. I can't imagine living such an empty, pathetic life where all you want to do is shit on the internet so you can get people to pay attention to you and you can't enjoy anything. Like, look at this. I'm on, we're gonna leave Twitter for a bit. We're gonna go on my platform. We're gonna go on YouTube, right? Now, you see normal people before you buy, launch trailer, full game, mixtape, cringe mixtape game launch is a disaster. How? Oh, because it peaked at 2,000 players. Remember what I said specifically about Veridark, right? She is the person who has to rely on othering people. But beyond that, using Steam DB numbers for a non-multiplayer game, especially this game that's also available on Game Pass, which is how I've been playing it. It's insane to use the Steam charts. It's a single player game. It is a single player game. Whether the game gets 1 million people playing at once or one does not matter in a single player game. It just does. This is a single player narrative game. But they need something. They need to be upset about something. So it's a flop. Cringe mixtape has awful launch. Yes, they are addicted to being victims. They are addicted to being bitchy, whiny ass victims. All of them. That's all they have. People are enjoying a game, and then even fucking Luke Stevens is enjoying it. These are the same people, mind you, who say how much they hate the AAA space because it always gives you the same exact game and indie games are the future. And then when the indie game is well received, but it comes from the West, no, it's cringe woke slop actually. Yeah, mixtape, the modern audience's game of the year too. Do you understand? Do you see how they keep saying modern audience for everything, by the way? They call everything modern audience, right? Modern audience game of the year. Oh, this is woke slop. This is terrible. These people have no individual thoughts. Mixtape sold 0 copies. Trans. Do you see? Do you see what I'm talking about? Stacy isn't trans, but they have to make shit up. Obviously not saying her being trans to be wrong or bad, but she's not trans. None of them are. Do you want to know what the plot for this game is? It's they have one last night together before Stacy leaves to go to New York in order to fulfill her dream as becoming a music supervisor. That's it. And they're like, trans. Why? Just because. Because they're just throwing whatever usually works to get views and keep people upset at this game. Doesn't matter. Sus as fuck. Mixtape Perfect Squad feels completely astroturfed. Of course, this dumbass doesn't understand what it's like to experience joy. Again, Rev says this. Cringe of the game of the year massively flops by Astroturfing. Flops by what standards? All of these people within a day who were never talking about this game are all the same talking points, right? They are just liars. I have proven Rev Says Dutch is a liar on my videos before. Vera Dark is a liar. Smash AJT is a fucking dumbass and a liar. I don't know who Quasar is. Who even is this person? Oh, I see. It's this shadow. It's this. Oh, this is a losing channel, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, these are losers. Oh my god, dude. I guarantee you, he probably sounds like, hold on.
Mixtape is an absolute disaster. I have not seen anything be pushed this unbelievably hard by the lying, paid for, woke legacy game media since Dragon Age, the Veilguard. It's like all of the industry has come.
Jesus Christ, dude, you suck at this. 90% user reviews. Oh, this game's a failure, you guys. Almost 2,000 people are playing this game at launch. What a failure. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so like, goddamn, dude. The misery. I know. Like, listen, I think it's a good game of Steam labeled characters, soundtrack to many. They knew their audience. The audience also happens to include journos. That said, it's cozy, fun. Hell, I spent 30 minutes in the rock skipping level. I did spend a lot of time in the rock skipping level. Yeah, man, I can see why people dig. I just don't see how practically every outlet is dropping this game as a perfect 10 score. Like, what is so difficult to understand? Like, okay, all right, here we go. I got this. Don't worry, Alex, I'll break it down for you. Games are subjective, right? Like, the reviewer who plays the game gets to decide the score, and that's for them. Obviously, they put out a numerical value because it's easy to digest. 10 out of 10, it's a fucking banger. 1 out of 10, it's fucking trash, right? But the reason why a lot of people are giving it a 10 out of 10 is because for what the game does, it does it very well. I think people get so locked in on the 10 out of 10 and think, wait, how can like Elden Ring be a 10 out of 10, but also this game? And it's like, they're 10 out of 10s for different reasons. There is no unanimous reason for games to be 10 out of 10 because people think like certain genres basically are exempt from that, right? Like a narrative game can't be a 10 out of 10. That's why they're confused. It just can't be because I don't get to push buttons and shoot people. I don't get to make custom armor. I don't get to have, freedom where I get to go and do whatever I want. How was this a 10 out of 10? Because other genres exist. You could say Metal Gear Solid 3 is a 10 out of 10 game. And I could say Final Fantasy 10 is a 10 out of 10 game. And then someone could say, oh, well, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a 10 out of 10 game. Witcher 3 is a 10 out of 10 game. Those are all different games. There is no standardized metric for what's a 10 out of 10 because there's different genres. Like, this is the best basketball game I've ever played in my life. It's a 10 out of 10. It does everything a basketball game should do, plus 1,000 things more. 10 out of 10. Oh my God, this is the best RPG I've played. 10 out of 10. This is the best game I played that happened to be a narrative game. 10 out of 10 narrative game. But these people are like, oh, I don't understand how so many people think this game is great. Why? Why is that such a hard concept? You could understand why a lot of people might find this game to be an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, but a 10 out of 10 is confusing. It's the same logic as Code Violet got like a fucking 4 out of 10. A lot of people gave that game a bad review. Is there now a conspiracy theory or a conspiracy out there to say like, no, a lot of game journalists just hate sexy. Actually, that's true. They do think that. But like a lot of game journalists just hate a game with sexy characters. That's why it's got a 4 out of 10. Or could it possibly be a lot of people played this game and got a similar experience from it? Because that's how a lot of fucking media works. More often than not, you get a similar experience. You get enough people watching this, and some people might be able to articulate better and be more in depth and be like, oh, I really like this because it pays homage to like X movie or Y book. But in general, people can kind of vibe things out. And then it's a critic's job in order to articulate that vibe. Like if I said like, you know what? I really enjoyed the Batman, like the movie The Batman, right? I actually did. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people enjoyed the Batman. Some people didn't, which is fine. But a lot of people did. Like a lot of people liked that movie. Would that be confusing? A lot of people like this movie. For some people, it's the best Batman film they've ever seen. And they can say that. I just don't get why that's so confusing. Why is that such a hard concept to understand? People just fucking like the game. Like I don't. Again, have we become so cynical where the idea that a lot of people unanimously like something must mean there's a conspiracy behind it? Weren't you guys the same people who keep saying video games are dying, that we're not getting good shit, and then you get good shit and you're like, well, it can't be good because game journalists like it. It can't be good. And the people saying you barely have to touch a button in this game, that's a fucking lie. I have played this game. Yeah, there's lots of linear sections, but you're still doing shit. You're walking around, you're picking things up, you're skateboarding, you're throwing rocks. Like you don't just sit there and do nothing. But again, these people have a very myopic view on what a gameplay is. And if they're not constantly fucking pushing the trigger button, oh, there's no gameplay. There's no gameplay. Yeah, Bolatro, you guys, is a shitty game. You barely do anything. You just click one button all the time. You just click one button. Oh, old school Mario games, dude, that's not even games. All you do is jump and hold the right button. That's it. All you do is hold right on the D-pad and push A. That's it. What a shitty game. The audience who played this game liked it. Like, why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Why is that such a sticking point for so many people? It's just as bad as people who disrespect mobile games. True, yes. The fact that they have to get on the internet and constantly tell you guys they don't like something, this is why they don't like it, is so fucking annoying. You have nothing of value to say. You don't have anything to tell anyone. Besides, this game is woke. It's DEI garbage. It didn't do anything good. It didn't sell anything. It's like, buddy. Okay.
Mixtape is going to be an extremely controversial game because it finally came out and the journos are loving it.
Do you understand that first sentence right there tells you everything about these people? It's a controversial game because journos love it. It is a controversial game because games journalists love it. What an amazing tell. What an amazing just self-report. Well, of course this game is going to be mired in controversy. According to my stats, people like it. So that's weird. That's odd. Oh yeah, look at fucking Kaguya's Top Gal. This Mexican dude, which is true, a Mexican Nazi, 90s nostalgia, Spideyverse choppy animation, skating. The power is literally giving the finger. Just people who don't play games. People who just don't play games.
Giving it 10 out of 10s and saying that it's absolutely fantastic, yet a lot of gamers who are actually viewing some of this material on
viewing this material, not playing. Viewing. Not playing it though.
social media are saying, I have absolutely no idea why this is rated so highly because it is just so cringe.
All right, let's play this game, you guys. Let's play this game. What the fuck? Why do people like this game so much? It's just someone riding a horse. Why is this game considered one of the greatest games of all time? Red Dead Redemption 2 is just riding a horse? Wait, hold on. He's just riding a horse in the rain? This is the game you guys always jizz yourselves over? They're just riding a horse in the rain. That's crazy. They gave it 100? They gave it 100? They gave it 100 IGN gave this shit 100, a 10 out of 10. It's a horse walking simulator. I don't get it.
I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content or
I don't.
sometimes you see a game that looks so cringe, and then you see the journos giving it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, you know for a fact that it's not going to go over well with normal gamers. This might actually be the most astroturfed game we've seen in a long time.
Astroturf. Like you didn't play the game, right? You're not playing the game. And your whole thing is, it looks cringe. Therefore, it must be. It looks cringe. And by what standards is it cringe? Oh, because there's a scene out of context of people making out. And yeah, actually just normal gamers. The normal gamers gave this game a good score. Like, that's it. Is the concept of someone kissing someone willingly so foreign to you people? That's why this scene makes you uncomfortable?
They are saying that this is a masterpiece. It's so amazing. They're saying that everybody should be playing it and that everybody's that has so far is loving it, even though that doesn't seem to be the case. So this title, published by Annapurna Interactive, follows a group of friends reliving memories throughout music, quote-unquote gameplay, getting a bit of attention over the past couple of hours. And oh my god, the fact that the journos are saying that this is gameplay in a 10 out of 10 game is absolutely wild to...
What the fuck is she talking about? You know what I mean? Like, the fact that this is gameplay again, if we want to play this game, this game is definitely worth $70. Oop. Oh. I would pay $100 for this. Like, it's so easy to do this. It's so easy to fucking do this, dude.
Me. Now, I am going to be streaming this on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's only a couple of hours, so we're going to one-tap it. But, yeah, I'm not playing it because I think that it looks like it's going to be a 10 out of 10. I'm playing it because, well, I've played Dustborns and Concord.
See, and this is the shit that she does that people try to say at least she plays games. No. Because what Vera Dark does is she shits on games because she knows that would give her attention, and then she'll stream it and be like, oh, this game was actually ass. Regardless if she actually changes her mind or enjoys it or not. She will go out of her way to be like, this sucks. This is awful. Why I'm playing this game? It's not, I don't want to play it, then don't fucking play it. Well, I played Concord and Dustborn. You said these games were bad and then you played them. That's usually, first off, not how it works. Usually you play the game and then you give your input on it. But she's nothing but a bad faith. She's not even a critic. She's not a reviewer. She's a fucking talking head. Well, talking chin. But she's a talking head that just deals in negativity. That's it. Like, who fucking would be like, this game fucking sucks, dude. It's so awful. These game journalists like it. It's so trash. Okay, I'm gonna play this game tomorrow. I'm like, no, it's completely different. Like when I played X-Blades, I knew X-Blades was a bad game. I knew it was buggy, it was terrible, and I played it for that reason, to see how bad and buggy and terrible it was. I wasn't trying to convince people of anything other than that. But what Vera Dark does is she'll shit on a game relentlessly, or like this game. This is the first time she's ever heard of this. First time she ever talked about it. But because it's a game that they have approved to be shitted on, she'll shit on it to get eyes on her, and then I'll stream it. I'm gonna stream it on Saturday, you guys, just so you know. But I played Dustborn and Concord, so I'm doing this because I like to play games that I'm telling you are bad. Like what?
Boards and kill the Justice Leagues on the channel. So Mixtape is going on that list. It looks like it's not going to be a highly regarded game by a lot of gamers. It seems like
just
it is
complete fan
extremely
fiction.
Cringe.
Just repeating yourself. Get to the point.
Look on the 90s and like it's 90s nostalgia, but it's not actually. And it has...
What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean it's not... What?
90s nostalgia, but it's not actually, and it has spider versus choppy animation.
Okay, first off, you're gonna trigger me. You're gonna trigger my animation brain so hard. Spider-Verse animation is not choppy. It's not choppy. It's intentional. It's just oh my god, dude. And you're just going off of literally what someone else is saying.
And it is a title that, yeah, just looks like you might love it or you are probably going to hate it. And when IGN and VGC started giving it 10s and the GameSpots and Push Square started giving it 9s, people were instantly skeptical. These are people that are, of course, going to praise titles that highlight diversity and inclusivity first and foremost.
Which this game doesn't do. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. They make stuff up. There is nothing in this game that's like, ah, man, look at my gay best friends and they're trans and they like girls and they're girls, or they like boys and they're boys. This isn't even about that. It's not even about that, though. They're all white kids. No, they're not all white. Like, one of them's like Italian, I think, one of them's like not like visibly white, but it is mostly just white people skateboarding. There's like some black people. The plot is there's a cool girl. Her name is Camilla. She's throwing a summer party at like a beach house, and she's black. But that's not like the main focus of the game at all. Like, people's race is not the focus of this game. This game isn't saying anything like about racial injustices or classism or anything like that. It's literally a John Hughes ass film.
As I always say, diversity and inclusivity is great when it is done naturally.
Shut up.
Narrative first and foremost.
You're making stuff up.
System, right? It's like a interactive movie, which is another reason why they probably love it so much, because they don't actually like video games. They like movies.
Shut the fuck up. This is someone who's ignorant to the history of video games. You do know that there were games in the past, point and click adventures, fucking full FMVs, fucking like Night Traps. Those games that blended the two. Like, this has been a part of gaming history forever. Oh, they're not games. They don't like games. They like movies. Says the person who can't fucking play Marathon and then said Marathon's a bad game. Like, these are staples of the gaming industry. How are you this ignorant to the history of gaming? Like, you clearly don't like video games either. Like, holy shit, dude. That's what I was saying before. These people just look at games as one thing. There can't be different genres. There can't be different takes on anything. Gaming has to be one thing and one thing only. If I'm not pressing the shoot button, then it's not a video game. Like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's like saying like the Walking Dead games aren't games anymore. A Wolf Among Us isn't a game because it's narrative and you're not punching people, you're pushing buttons. But every once in a while, like, it's so stupid.
Now, the game is pretty new. It wasn't getting a lot of attention, but it is sitting at 1,778 players on Steam, 1,805 for the all-time peak
Irrelevant.
a little while ago, and it is on other platforms. It is on Game Pass, so maybe a lot of people are playing it that way. This just isn't a particularly solid look, especially when it is a game that is under $20, and that means that the cost of entry is so much lower that more people should be playing it, and more people.
Again, you fucking moron. Not every, like, this is so stupid. So you're saying if this game costs $5 and it had the same amount of people playing it, you think just because it costs $5, everyone's going to play it? Because the game costs less than $20, everyone's going to play it? The only people who are going to play this game are the people who are interested in this game to begin with. Why, again, is this such a... I'm sorry. I cannot do this video. I cannot. Very Dark is too... She's so incredibly, frustratingly fucking stupid that it hurts, dude. It hurts. It hurts so much. Vera Dark is the worst. She doesn't know great shoe art. It's not just her though. None of them do. That's why none of them can look at this and go, oh, this is very clearly like a music video, but in the vein of a John Hughes film. Like when Stacy, who's the main character, starts talking to the audience, it's very Ferris Bueller. It's breaking the wall. There's even a scene when they're driving, right? Where, here, you know what? Because I recorded some gameplay of this, I will show you. Because I actually, you know, fucking played it.
With a 16-bit signal and a staggering 74 minutes of playtime, it's the sound of the future.
Like when you jump into the game and you play it and you see shit like this, I have to mute it though because I don't want to get my stream clapped. But like this is the intro of the game and they're skateboarding. You're controlling this, right? So you're going downhill, you're jumping, you're pushing, you're doing tricks. You're controlling it. You're moving her. That's why I got hit, right? You're moving her. You're controlling her. The track list is a lot of 80s songs. A lot of songs from the 70s too in this game. But like you're doing, it's like I'm actually pushing Y to go faster. I'm holding A to jump and I'm holding B to do tricks. It's simplistic, sure, but like this isn't fucking Tony Hawk. But look how, okay, this part, can I play this part?
Fans always use the same playlist when they're setting up the stage. That's because
Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this setup.
Together.
I didn't want to get all sweaty and shit.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
You know the music
well,
that
quick
plays before a
time
concert? Bands always use the same playlist when they're setting up the stage. That's because it's a countdown. Roadies know when their jobs begin, when they finish, and when the playlist ends, the show begins. This playlist, the one you'll be hearing today, is a countdown to my last...
Like she's talking directly to the audience. Like what kind of game were you expecting? What kind of game were you expecting? She's talking directly to the audience. I think I have some other clips I can show you guys too. And the setup for this is she's in her room with her friends and they're like, oh my God, this is the mixtape that Loverboy sent you. And then they go into the past and this is it. This all happens in the first 10 minutes of the game. And I will say the mouth noises, that sounds they make is kind of gross. It's like it's, oh, okay. Like it's very gross. And I kept it going for a while. Like I don't understand how you see all this shit and you're like, wait a minute. Why is this game so whimsical? Yeah, I know, very gay, right? Like, but like it's all of this insanity. All of this insanity because they don't understand art. So they don't understand the references. They don't understand like anything, like an homage or anything like that. I do think this game looks beautiful too. I love it so far. And again, this isn't a game that speaks to me on a level like, oh, I used to do this when I was a kid, but I can respect what they're going for. And because of cultural osmosis, I know the things they're pulling from. But I also have an understanding of art. And a lot of people who play these kinds of games are coming from it really from like my background of they've watched other fucking medias and mediums. So they know, okay, this is what they're doing. Okay, I like this. This is fun, whatever. It's whimsical. It's coming of age, all this stuff. Vera Dark doesn't know shit about media criticism. So she has to go to Twitter to look at Hayasaka Aryan 88's tweets just to know what this game is. Like just reading straight off of his Twitter page. Who's a fucking Nazi, mind you. Like that's always been my biggest fault, these people. They cannot for the life of them just enjoy something. How are you this mad? How are you this mad about a game that looks like this? Like, how does this game, how do you see this game and just get so enraged. You're so incensed. And the game just looks like this. The game just looks like this. And you're like, why are people enjoying this game? They're pushing an agenda. We have to watch a little bit of this. Since I watched a little bit of her video, we have to watch a little bit of Decembro's video, because I know for a fact he's gonna say some dumb shit.
Funny thing I saw while I was browsing.
What the fuck? I didn't watch this.
For your sake too, critically and commercially, if you take individual scores, some of the outlets giving Mixtape a full 100 score on these places.
Like, you see what I mean? Oh my God, they gave this game a 10, but a different reviewer gave this game a 9. A game that I think should be a 10 is a 9, and a game I don't think is a 10 got a 10. Oh my God. A different reviewer reviewing a different game didn't give it the same score.
Like OpenCritic and Metacritic gave Expedition 33 like a 90 or a 92, you know, that kind of thing.
And they keep saying that OpenCritic gave it a game. OpenCritic doesn't fucking review. These are site aggregates.
And other outlets and even entire institutions in the games industry, like BAFTA games, dedicated to celebrating games, awarding games. Surely you guys have heard of the BAFTA awards. You know, they're choosing to, you know, highlight other things about Mixtape, such as this nasty ass shit that happens at some point in the game.
Kissing is nasty and gross because he's never experienced it.
I don't even know if I can show it on YouTube. I mean, I think I can. I don't think it's a problem to show this because it looks so stupid. But I'm going to blur it anyway because it's for my sake, so that I don't have to look at it.
You're going to blur it after you do it already?
Too, because trust me, you don't want to... It's the clashing together. Kept open with tongue.
Oh my God, dude.
Tongues sticking out, twisting their tongues all around one another, fucking saliva all over the place. Like, who the fuck made this, dude? And
who the fuck made this, dude? Hey, dumbass. The reason why it was that awkward in the to look at is because it's awkward in the game because it's people's first time kissing. They're trying to recapture that moment of awkwardness.
Who is
oh my God.
What is this, dude? And as if that wasn't enough, it's also a coming of age story. So what does it mean when you're coming of age? Well, it means that you're still underage. So in other words, what the industry prefers to highlight.
What?
And straight up praise is a nasty ass game of tongue wrestling between minors. Again,
oh my God, dude. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God, man. You think a coming of age story means that they are promoting minors that's the framing you're going to take of a coming of age story? That's so disingenuous. I cannot believe you said that shit, dude. I cannot begin to understand the thought processes of someone who hears the term coming of age and goes, oh, they're minors. Coming of age could be like you're fucking 17 or you're 18. You are coming into your age. And also, yes, teenagers kiss and they also drink. They are showing their reality as being a teenager. That's so insane for someone like him to say when like he fucking plays games where their children are underage and he's not like this is bad or anything. Like, what the fuck? Oh, you played a game Expedition 33. Mael is underage. Mael's like 15, 16 years old. And she gets to wear different kinds of clothes. Are you a perv now? Oh, and she fights and she gets hit. Are you now saying the game industry supports child abuse? Like, what the fuck? First off, coming of age is like... legal responsibility, option age 18, 21, and emotional maturity. From child to adult. Like, it's not like someone's 11 years old. Oh my God. Oh, holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, who made this? Who is this for? Was this commissioned by fucking Epstein or something? What the fuck is this? Is this legal? You know, maybe they're already 18. Maybe they just turned. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're in the final day of coming of age. I don't know. Does it even matter? That's really the question here.
Yes, it does matter.
That mini game over there. I have so much more to say. And you know, I don't want to crash out this early and start ranting, but it's not like I even have much of a choice here, because this bullshit is far more graphic than anything done or shown, even in a game like Stellar Blade. And what the
fuck are you talking about? You're telling me this scene right here. You're saying this kissing scene.
Awards, you know, they're choosing to...
Shut up. You're saying this kissing scene is more graphic than this shit where she fucking stabs people and there's blood coming out. You're saying this is more graphic. You're saying this is less graphic. This right here. Coming up. This is less graphic. This is less graphic than kissing. Like, there's no point in continuing. There's no point in continuing the video. This is the shit I'm talking about, though. They have absolutely nothing to say about this game. So they have to just make up the most insane takes you could possibly imagine. This kissing is more graphic. Like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Hold on, I have to leave a comment. Dude. Someone kissing in a game is too graphic for you? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. I don't fucking know, dog. I really don't know where you go from there. Like, they don't get to call people snowflakes anymore, right? Like, we can agree on that, right? They don't get to call people snowflakes anymore. If a scene in the mixtape, is causing you to crash out that fucking hard, you don't get to call anybody a fucking snowflake. Just don't.